Hey there, Flux here, and today I'll show you Wordle in Resonite. Now, I think I don't really need to explain Wordle that much. It's a little game where you simply type in words and then submit them to guess a word that you're trying to find. For example, in this case, if I now put in Burns and submit that again, you'll see that my guesses appear down here. Now, there's a few rules, which is they need to be 5 characters long, and it needs to be in the official Wordle dictionary. Most of the English words are in the English Wordle dictionary, so it's pretty much a very large list of words that you can choose from. If it's yellow, that means that character exists in the word, but is at the wrong position. If it's green, that means the character exists in the word and is at the correct position. And process of elimination, gray means the character does not exist at all in the word. For example, in this case, if I was to guess fluff and then hit submit, you would see that the F is yellow because the F's are actually over here where they're green, and the U is green, but the L does not exist. And if I guess stuff and submit, boom. Now everything is green, which means I solved the Wordle. Now there's a few extra things with this one here specifically, which one, you can press the reset guess button, which will delete this pattern here entirely. And you can click new word. New word will simply ask an API that has the entire Wordle dictionary, hey, give me a random Wordle word, and then simply puts it as a new guess. So now if I try to guess stuff, you'll see it's not correct anymore. However, what you can also do is you can actually type in a word here and then click set as custom, and now stuff is in fact the word that you're trying to guess. However, I do suggest, resetting your guess first before doing that. This final feature with the set as custom is mainly there so that if you have a fun word that is legal for Wordle, you can just type it in, set as custom, so you don't have to use the inspector for it, and then just send someone this setup, and then they can just go from there. They don't have to actually manually type in the word and set it themselves. However, they can also do that. You can also just tough, set as custom, and now you can start guessing. However, obviously, if you do it this way, you already know the word, so it doesn't really work that well. But yeah, I'll link down below the folder that I put this little system in. And if you want to take a look at the code, try to reverse engineer how it works, to try and modify it, the API I use for this, by the way, has more support than just English and more support than just Wordle. So if you want to make variants and support that, I'm planning to do it at some point in the future. But hey, if you want to do that to learn, go for it. The only thing I ask is that you keep my credit there, and that's literally it. But yeah, enjoy the Wordle. Bye.